I have said many times, fair or not, you have to remain professional in public as an artist. You cannot whine on Maine. You cannot. Save it for the group chat. Yas, queen, you're so right. You should be absolutely professional. Like, girly, celebrating the death of Charlie Kirk. But yeah, for those of you who are out of the loop, huge news for the unemployed. Breaking news, a week late, Gretchen Felker Martin had her comic book Redhood canceled. Why would that happen? Well, let's take a look. Thoughts and prayers, you Nazi bitch. Hope the bullets are okay after touching Charlie Kirk. Holy retard Batman, what a shit show. Now, I don't really care what your opinions are of Charlie Kirk, but most sane people can agree what happened to him was a horrific tragedy. A father and a husband was assassinated in front of a crowd of people. Shit's fucked. Nothing more I can really add that hasn't been said before. You can hate the guy's opinions, but publicly celebrating the death of a mainstream political figure the same day the comic book you wrote is being released, not a smart move. Now, if you're a smart cookie, unlike Gretchen, you might be thinking, Rariger, why are you covering this? This shit's a week old. Well, about 30 minutes ago at the time of writing this, my dumbass got off of work, ate dinner, sat down at the computer and opened up the Kiwi Farms, saw the thread on Gretchen and thought, well, let's check this out, which led to me finding these tweets. Hey all, I'd like to thank the world's media institutions and of course the Blue Sky mods for being totally normal and proportional about a barely famous trans woman cracking wise about a Nazi's death. She then linked articles saying with amazing headlines such as DC comic book writer says no regrets after her Charlie Kirk posts led to cancellation of Batman spinoff. Bloodthirsty trans author mocks Charlie Kirk's looks after she was fired by prestigious publisher for joking about his murder. And trans author loses major DC Comics deal after spewing hateful comments about Charlie Kirk's assassination. She then goes on to thank the support of her readers and colleagues, plugs her Patreon, and then goes on to say, I got my knuckles rapped by corporate America for being rude and tasteless about a guy who dreamed of stoning me and everyone I love. Then she goes on to talk about how her original horror comic is probably shit-canned and how the far-right Comicscape people are piling on opportunistically. I got fed to the Nazis by skittish executives who cared more about bad faith grievance mongers than their own artists. I regret nothing. I don't apologize. Kiss my ass. That right there, ladies and gentlemen, is a woman of class, a professional that you should hire and trust with handling one of your most important IPs. It's not shocking that this bitch got thrown under the bus. Call me crazy, but I don't know any professional who could or should keep their job after openly mocking the death of one of their fellow Americans. But yeah, that's what caught my eye this week.